What is up, family? It's your boy D coming right back at you with another one. Right now, what you see here is the end result of the little 8th order band pass that I had you guys following along with me. And I must be completely 100% honest with you guys. I consider this a fail. It gets a thumb down from the owner on the simple strength that it does not output at all. This thing, it's almost as though it's silent. That's the only thing that I could compare it to, is almost complete silence. And I don't know exactly what's going on here. I got a couple things that I think may be going on with it, but aside from that, let me go ahead and explain to you guys what you're looking at. Right here is just the external schematics of the box diagram itself. This is pretty much the with the lid on. With the lid off, it's the same thing I showed you guys at first. This would be the 50 hertz chamber, 30 hertz chamber, and the 60 over here. I honestly don't exactly know what happened with this. You know, what you guys are seeing in the top are my screws. I use my my Craig jig set to just temporarily bolt the top down on it. And nothing is glued. The top is not glued down, but to ensure optimum airflow and to make sure that the chambers are isolated and sealed from one another, I have this foam material right here. If you guys can get in on this, this is a foam material that's about a ½ inch thick. So what I did was, to ensure that the air was routed properly, I used this and then bolted everything down. You know, that's kind of like what I do in my enclosures when I'm test fitting for sound. Just to, before you get to sanding and, and resining and all that stuff, you want to make sure that you give it a good sound test to make sure that it sounds good. And in this case, this thing failed horribly. It failed horribly. I'm going to give you guys a test of it and let you see exactly what it is that I'm talking about. And if you're wondering what I compared it to, I actually compared it to the exact enclosure that it came with. Okay, so this is the enclosure that it came with. Like I said, it's a video component, a Vizio component, and this is approximately a half cubic foot, and it's tuned to. I got the numbers on the back here. It's actually it's 0.3 cubic foot. 0.3 cubic foot is tuned to 43 hertz. And that's pretty much it. It got a 10-inch port. As far as the length of the port is 10 inches. I think this diameter here is only I think it's 2 inches, an inch and a half. I think it's an inch and a half in diameter right there, and it's tuned to 43 hertz. So this is the stock box that it came in, and I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be honest with you, this enclosure here sounds damn good for this little driver that's on the inside. Now, it came with like a small basic plate amplifier that you see in these units right here. It was a Bluetooth, one of the Bluetooth wireless joints, and it sounded damn good. But I wanted to do something else with it. I've been had it sitting out like this forever. I took the guts out, did something else with them. But yeah, as of right now, I'm not going to completely give up on this. And I'm going to tell you why I'm not going to completely give up on this. Is because I do believe that the issue is with this port. This section right here is somehow, I don't think it's tuned high enough. I don't think it's tuned high enough. And I'm going to tell you why. The port here, when I plug these numbers into my software, I think that I may have miscalculated this port length. I think it's too long and it's not actually tuned to 60 hertz properly. But I may be wrong on that because I did the numbers back and forth so many times. But a long story short, if I think I'm going to convert it to a 6 order, that just means just to eliminate this chamber altogether. And then I'm going to see how it sounds. Eliminate this chamber here altogether, and that'll essentially make it just a 6 order band pass. and we're gonna, just see what it sounds like. That have some fun with it on that level. And as a matter of fact, I may be able to do that for you guys tonight, and then give you another sound test. So I think that'll be best to do that tonight and give you guys another sound test. But in the meanwhile, what I'm going to do, I'm going to kick a song, turn up a song, and let you guys see exactly what this thing sound like. And please try not to laugh too hard. Believe it or not, I got this thing up halfway, and that's all that I'm getting. I got the subwoofer turned up to the max, and that's all that it's giving me. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it that it sounds this horrible. I mean, that's kind of like a sweep right there for you, right? And it does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. I can't believe it. Let me even try to put some paper in front of the port and show you guys, like, something weird is going on here. That's just sweet. No, it's not doing anything. Very, very little. That is weird. It is so weird. That is so weird to me. I swear to God. I'm just going to turn it off. Let me turn this off. But hey, like I was saying, guys, these things happen when you're freestyling a build. And what I mean by freestyling a build is that I took a driver that I did not have any parameters to at all, and I just slapped it inside an enclosure that on paper is supposed to sound optimally. But if you don't have the software configured first, if you don't do that correctly first, meaning that take the software, take the parameters of your driver, and then match, build the enclosure around the parameters of the driver. And that way you come out sounding optimal. I guess this would be a lesson. That could be the takeaway from this. You can always learn, right? It's not a complete fail. And so I guess that would be the takeaway to, just always try to know your parameters, know your drivers before you build an enclosure. If you want an optimal sounding unit or system, always make sure that you know that you build the enclosure around the driver itself. And that way you won't come out with a video like Budget Basshead just did and come out with a fail. But hey, let's just keep having fun with this. Hopefully this is not a complete fail. And we're going to move forward with converting this over into a 6-order, which shouldn't be that hard to do. Just cut the front half of the bandpass off, and you'll be just fine. But anyway, I know a couple of you guys did suggest that I use a larger driver, and that may have been the case here. But then again, there are other manufacturers who actually know their drivers and match those, and it has matched 6 and 8 order enclosures to their drivers, and they come out sounding pretty good. And I think the biggest takeaway from this, or the biggest lesson to be learned, once again, sorry if it sounds like I'm repeating myself, but the biggest takeaway from this would be to always know the parameters of your driver if you want an optimal sounding system. But anyway, enough of me, enough of the fail. I'm going to be moving on and try to make this right by you guys. I know you were anticipated. I was anticipated. So until next time, don't forget to like and subscribe. Please leave a comment in the sections below. I know you guys got some advice for me on this one right here. And till next time, it's your boy D, and I'm out.